the guitars are okay, na?
Okay, so initially when I just started, I mean I'd written quite a lot of songs. I didn't do anything with it. I would just hold on to those songs, and there's this guy Akash who's my closest friend, and he's the only one who's heard these songs at that point. And we were just talking one day, and I was obviously shitting on another musician from the indie scene, and I was telling him कि like such bad music, कितना गंदा rap करता है, मगर marketing कितना ज़्यादा करता है. I mean, he's put it out as if he's got albums and all and this and that, and I was like really being very bitchy about this person. And then he was like कि तूने क्या किया है? And I was like, oh, what do you mean? So, and then he went on to this rant. You're not putting in any efforts, and you're just hoping कि कोई आके तेरे को someone will at some point recognize you and do things. And like I didn't speak for that 1 hour. So I after that I took it to my ego, and I was like, wait, I'm gonna fucking show him like ऐसा कैसे बोल सकता है करके. And like randomly we just put this first show called What's Going On. That's the first show where I was like, okay, all of these songs that I've been working on for the last 1.5 year, like I'm gonna put it all out now. I mean, there's no point in holding on to them.
As they washed off the blood of the clementine colored books, and they sing along the prayer and the hook. Oh Lord, come back to your human form and eat shit, dog shit, send us dinosaurs. We've been thinking in the space between the songs, and if there was no Lord, would there be this war? And this time it was fine, but 1,000 suicides from the edge of the cliff, where people give up and try to smile or cry for the homunculi, but they take it back, 'cause it shows the weakest at heart, but they take it back, 'cause it shows the weakest at heart. In time, real smile someday for the tiny man. In time, someday for the tiny man. 'Cause I wanna sing and then play drunken games and debaucherous nights with the one I love from my heart, but she's got a flight to Scotland or some other place that's tiny man comes in the way, she could smile or just shoot him right there in the head. And if I could just bend the time like the hero I am, I'd kill a tiny man, or smile or cry for the monkey alive. But we take it back, 'cause it shows the weakest at heart. But we take it back, 'cause it shows we're weakest at heart. In time, we'll smile someday for the tiny man. In time, we'll smile someday for the tiny man.
What I really hope that I can do is like do shows where it's not just about the songs, but it's also where you're getting different forms of art. So there are visuals that you would want to do. There is like sonically you would want to do a lot more. You want to sample. It's sort of like going to like an like this a Book of Mormon sort of a thing. Like it's a performance where you're not just going for the music. Over here it's also going for okay, because there are a lot of stories that's happening. It's like an experience altogether. So for the last 3 years I've been doing a set of these impromptu invitation only shows where I call a bunch of people, and it's where I put in like I put in 25 songs. So what I do is I go before the audience, tell them the story, like build a narrative around the whole set.
Reasonable man, like every village, every family, everywhere you have that one person of reason. You like
On a very minute level, but I've started doing that because that's my eventual goal, where I, more than it being like a like a arena show, it would be a lot more fun if it's a theater show where I get into an auditorium and I'm like putting this piece together.
The guitars are okay, na?
शौक भी नहीं उसने कहा और मैंने जांच भी किया उसने जो था कहा सुन लो जरा चांदनी से है मुकाबला चांदनी से है
Just I need reverb and all of this. थोड़ा और delay दोगे उसके? हाँ, थोड़ा heavy रखना है इसका reverb. Take me home to the place I belong. ये हमारा बैंड का घर है.
So it's been a year and I'm playing with Shashwat. The first time we played together was Fangirl. That was the first time we did a proper gig, and it was fucking awesome, man. Cause the songs that he writes and the songs that he makes are like, they have depth, and plus he's a singer-songwriter, so it comes from within. So yeah, it feels good when you play with him, when you play OCs, when you play originals. I'm going for my master's graphic design. So let's hope I get to play with Shashwat again. Let's hope he agrees on me getting on stage. Let's see.
Last performance that we'll be doing with our drummer. He's moving to Canada. So whenever he joins in, just clap for him because he's gonna leave Kolkata soon. Leave India basically.
Once the new lineup is there, it's not a problem. It's the process of finding someone new. When you have already worked with someone for a long period of time, they have an understanding of what I listen to, what is it that I really like to do sonically. Because there are a lot of really good musicians, but I feel like when it's a band, more than a good musician, you need the right musician.
Thank you guys. Give it up for them. Look at us. Rishina on bass. Show's in on the drums. And I'm Shashwat. Have a great night. Thank you guys.
She's a rebel heart, jumping guns and wishes. Do you know me? It's a parody on the people, their minds, their lives, from where she resides. Do you know how she died? Once there was a girl in the city of my Lapur. She fell in the riverbed. She walked out the door, wanted to do some chores, but she fell in the riverbed. You go out and out, 'cause I never lived a lie. Do you wanna cry with me? You held her by the throat. There was a man named Ghost. He picked her up, he shoved her down. Do you know? Oh, do you know? And you know something. And you know something. And you know something. 'Cause we got a bird on the riverbed. 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 You go inside out. She flipped her hair. She tried to get out. She kicked her feet. She beat her hands. She touched it all around. But the fish, they never understand. 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 We fell on the shore. There was a man named Joe. He held her by the throat. You better know. You fool. Follow Sailor. And you know something. And you know something. And you know something. 'Cause we got a bird on the riverbed. 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 'Cause we got a bird on the riverbed. 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 We got a bird on the ri
क्या बजा रहे तू? You're using two mics.
Interesting, as I start.
So the EP, I met this guy Ritvik. I met Ritvik and Krishna, and they sort of had a sense of what can be done with my music. So Krishna messaged me that it would be really cool if you can come down and we can produce your EP or album. And in that time, Siddharth also told me that he's soon going to leave India and he wants to move to Canada. So like, it would be a great thing if we can have if I can have one record where Siddharth is playing on it. So at that point, I'd worked on 3 songs, and all the 3 songs were around childhood. There are 2 songs which are about childhood experiences. There's a song about like just the joy of being joy of that time. Like it's a very small incident, but like making it seem like an adventure, because as kids you see it as a big thing. So that's what I've tried to do.
Are you ready? Okay.
So it's going to sound very different from whatever I've put out there, but it's going to be new. A lot of people might not expect that this is the sound, but yeah, that's what it's like.